Warning, the following video will contain spoilers from the Flash episode, Enter Zoom. If you don't want anything spoiled for you, then spoiler alert, stop watching now. For everybody else here, hey guys, Dave here. Just want to say Happy Veterans Day to all my family, friends, and everyone that has served for this country. I salute you, thank you so much for your sacrifice. Except you, Russ McCamey, you're a dick. Anyway, also, there's a story behind Russ. I'll tell a video about that in the future. Anyway, speaking of stories and videos, please go back and check out my Flash video, Fan Groups and Extortion, where, you guessed it, an admin from a Flash group, as well as several other DC comic-related groups, attempted to extort me for videos being shown in their group. It looks like I actually exposed some serious cyberbullying going on, and, well, that's a story in and of itself. It's worth checking out, so please look into it. Anyway, oh my god, I had to watch The Flash a second time this morning. It was definitely one heck of an episode. I mean, after what we've got to deal with from last episode, last week, the way it was going on there, Dr. Light was captured, Jay took off, and we're starting to find out more about what's going on here. This was definitely interesting. We get to see more of the history of Dr. Wells on Earth 2. And we get to find out about his daughter, Jessie, who he also gives the nickname Jessie Quick. So, that's confirmed. Now, odds are her real name in there actually is Jessie Wells, or Jessie Chambers if she's adopted. Actually, I'm thinking about doing a possible theory video about Jessie Quick as well as Johnny Quick and her family in the future. Debating between either that one or also doing a theory video about how the tech in Dr. Light's mask can actually one day be used to create the Flash's ring suit. So I'm right now trying to decide between them, so if you're a fan of this channel, please let me know which theory video you'd like me to do. The Dr. Light tech and the Flash ring suit, or telling about Johnny and Jessie Quick. Anyway, so we get to find out that Jessie's reluctantly finding out more about her dad, the creation of the metahumans, and he even drops that he knows Jay Garrick's name. So this indicates that Jay is a publicly identified superhero. Well, I guess that kind of really wouldn't go that far after high technology and running around without a mask. So that's an interesting little clue. So she goes off to college. She's apparently a prodigy and graduated high school at 15. That's cool. But we start to also have Dr. Light talking about once Flash is defeated, she'd take a part of him, probably the emblem in this case, throw it through the closest portal. Zoom would come through, check the body, and then take her home. While this is going on, Patty Spivet's also trying to look into the Dr. Light case. Joe's telling her to drop it, and she speculates one of the powers she might have is invisibility. We haven't seen that, but it could be interesting. So, while this is going on, they're talking about trying to set up things to trap Zoom. But, looks like Dr. Light decides to pull an invisible man, an invisible woman in this case, but doing so she gets totally butt naked, and rushes past Cisco when he opens up the cell, which means that our boy might have got some side boob. Yay! So, she's gone, so they get the bright idea to try to get Linda involved to pose as Dr. Light to stage a fight and try to trap Zoom. Not a bad idea, but oh my god, Grant, keep your mask on, man. I'm starting to think that maybe your nickname in the show is the Flasher because, you know, you just love to identify with someone, pull that mask off and go, surprise! Yes, Grant, we know. You're a heartthrob from Glee. We get it. But while this is going on, the gang is trying to figure out that, well, since Cisco can get vibes off of Breachers from Earth 2, maybe he can try to get that from Wells. And he tries, unsuccessfully at first, but then finally he manages to get a visual on Zoom having captured Jessie and holding her somewhere, rather. So while this is going on, they're trying to create a speed dampener that Wells is working on. And we find out also the reason why it's now personal for him. It looks like on Earth 2, Zoom had captured his daughter and taken her God knows where, and of course, Zoom got out of there just before the Flash showed up. So, that could be awkward. So his motives are personal. He wants to stop Zoom and get his daughter back. And what follows next is an interesting thing where now that Linda's in on the secret, she starts to also be trained in the use of Dr. Light's tech, and it's a funny little montage of trying to go through there. I start to find her really adorable in this. I mean, I love the killer, cold Dr. Light from Earth 2 with the fun and way in over her head Linda here from our Earth. So, yeah, Dr. Light Earth 2, Linda Earth 1, yeah. I'm surprised no one's thought that, hey, since Linda from Earth 1 and Earth 2 are identical, does that mean that Linda could one day become a metahuman? No one's even thought that yet. I'm a little surprised. So, I guess they're still trying to explore the nature of everything. But anyway, so they set things up for a fight. I like the invisible or translucent nature of the other 51 portals, especially the one we find on the docks. I mean, it's very cool, and I think it also lends to my 52 portals theory, which also I highly recommend checking out. Anyway, they have a stage fight. They do their best to work on things. There's joke about the dialogue and stuff. Well, being a first-time supervillain and superhero isn't easy, so there's that. They stage the fight. They throw the symbol in. They wait about an hour, and nothing. So they figure that it's just a dud, so nothing happens. Linda goes back to work. Everything's fine. And here comes Zoom. Leave it to DC and the CW to have one of the goofiest names on one of the scariest villains this side of Doomsday to make on the small screen. Snatches up Linda. Takes her to Star Labs. Barry has managed to save Linda's life. She gets the heck out of Dodge, and they have a big fight that we weren't really expecting, but it was kind of cool to see. There was some definitely size difference. You could see the size, and not just the height, but the girth that Zoom seemed to have. And when Barry starts to gear up to throw a lightning bolt at him, it's kind of surprising. Look at Wells's look on his face and reactions to this. He didn't realize about that particular power, and Zoom just standing there. Here comes, Flash, essentially building up speed and Hadouken! Like Marvel vs. Capcom all of a sudden. This is a 3-bar blast here. Zoom jumps up, does a flip, catches the lightning bolt, and throws it. It's almost like he knew that was coming. It's like he knew that was a trick that Barry known. It was seeming a little like Karate Kid 3 in that regard. And personally, it also goes to one of my theory videos about Jay Garrick's Dark Side, which a lot of people are hostile about online. Let me tell you that right now. Anyway, the fight continues. And unfortunately, not only do we get to see that Barry fails in trying to hit Zoom with the speed dampener dart, but he catches the dart from Wells was trying to fire at him, hits both into Barry, takes off, shows him off to the news, shows him off to the police station, catches the bullets in one hand, drops his leg. Nice try. See, that's the one messed up thing about it. Even when he's being evil as hell, Zoom still has a little bit of politeness to it, but it's really cocky and arrogant. I mean, he said nice try to the police. He also admired Jessie's conviction and loyalty to her father. So that's kind of weird. But then after that, takes him to the Grand Tour, stabs Barry in the gut at Star Labs, and Cisco manages to get off a shot of the dampener into his neck. He looks like he starts to go down, but all of a sudden, boom, one burst of speed, he's gone. Which was really surprising, because that should have slowed him down even more. But it didn't appear to at all. Maybe the speed that he's gaining isn't from the Speed Force. We'll have to see about that. But it's revealed that Wells is doing this to try to save his daughter. Barry wakes up finally from the hospital, actually in Star Labs rather, in a hospital bed. If it wasn't for his Speed Force healing, he would possibly be really bad. And we discover he cannot feel his legs. So we leave it on a cliffhanger where Barry has paralyzed from the waist down. Ugh, I'll tell you. Well, much like the last minute of the episode, everything what happened to Barry, the last minute of this show took the legs right out from under me. Yes, I know I do the Flash pun dogs, I had to. But yes, and next week we've got Barry still in the wheelchair trying to get his powers and legs back, and Grodd is coming back. So it's every week. Greg Berlanti, the producers and the writers of the show, and the actors, everyone is incredible, and I can't wait for the next one. It is a fix, and you always have to check it out. So, I like the heck out of it. Getting to see just how frightening Zoom is, it really makes you think about who the heck he could be. But as I said, what do you guys think? Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and especially, I guess I have 2 possible theory videos I'd like to do. One, about the Flash ring suit and the Earth 2 technology from Dr. Light's mask being used to create it, or going into the history and possible ramifications of Jessie Quick and her speedster family showing up in the show. Which one would you guys like to see? Please let me know down below. And once again, happy Veterans Day. Take care, guys. Love you all. Take care. Peace. Yum yum.